well. I love that. Get to
Mhm.
meet some new people. Gary, you're new to me, but welcome. Glad to have you here.
Mm.
Good to see Joyce and Beverly in the house.
Okay, and
Pastor
Bree, we
Cynthia.
we are live on YouTube as of right.
Awesome.
Okay.
I love that. Well, we're going to be talking about Facebook tonight. We're going to be getting into this is a training for everyone, and we're going to be talking about how we can effectively post over on Facebook. It's one of my favorite platforms to post on because I feel like it's a little more personal, it's a little less strict when it comes to having that business quality tone. You can make more relationships on Facebook than maybe say on LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. I think it's a really great place to grow. And if you aren't doing LinkedIn, you probably should be. But I love Facebook because I can stay connected with old friends and make new friends and really get involved in the community. So we're going to talk tonight a little bit about how we can be more effective when we're posting things on Facebook. And I'm going to go over, so I'm going to share my screen as people come in. Make sure I share my sound in case I need to. And here we get going on this. So this is a Facebook masterclass. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about what should I be posting on Facebook? How often should I be posting on Facebook? And how do I get my messages to sound like me? How does it give my personality in what I'm doing and not feel like I just put something into AI and it generated it for me? So we're not going to be talking about the fake and the fluff and all the different things. We're really going to get how do you connect and engage an audience over on Facebook? And hopefully, you're going to walk away with some posts that sound like you and spark responses. You'll know how to create those and how to make it feel like less salesy so you don't get that sales cringe that some people uh, I don't want that. I don't want to feel cringy. I just want to be a resource for people. And that's what we're all about because really sharing knowledge is we are a resource for our community, for the people that we know, and the people around the world. And that's what we want to be. So the why your voice matters more than the algorithm is really the truth is about trust. They buy from you, right? They don't buy from perfect. They buy from real people. So when I'm in podcasting, I don't mind if I mess up. I don't remove and edit out all of the flubs that I've done. I think it makes me more authentic. It makes me real. I'm just like everyone else. And so people can connect with me easier. And that's what we really want. We want to find those connections and get that engagement so that we can let people know more about what we're doing here at the Great Discovery. So your voice is your brand. I think that I put my voice out there as my brand as often as I possibly can. You kind of know from the background that I have behind me, don't tell Vivi Wong, I still haven't changed it, to all of the things that I do in my messaging, that I try to keep it the same voice. And that's really, really important. So, how do you find your voice and how do you use AI more effectively to create posts and emails and newsletters that sound like you so that when people stop and they read your post on Facebook, it feels like it's coming from you? So, we're going to talk a little bit about how do I find that voice? And the best place for me to learn to teach you guys how to do it is on ChatGPT, just because it's a free AI tool that's out there, and it will really allow you to get that prompt that you can then put into the AI Genius Club and really help resonate. Like you'll know what is the voice that I want to come through in my messaging, right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you, I'm going to open Chat GPT and I'm going to give you this prompt. And the prompt is, I need you to create a prompt that will allow you to write like me. Ask me any questions you need to be able to do this. Ask one question at a time and wait for my response. And then what you need to do is answer each question as truthfully and honestly as you can. And don't worry about it being perfect, make typos, do all the things, it doesn't matter. And then you're going to paste the prompt into your settings. So when you go into the AI Genius Club, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well, you'll be able to put that prompt in there or know what the tone is and what the things are that you're going to want to get across to people. All right, so I am actually going to stop sharing. I am going to bring up, now I'm going to bring up my chat GPT, and I'm going to show you what this looks like so you can get an idea. I'm also going to share, I'm going to put this prompt into the chat. So let me copy this prompt really quick so you can have it in the chat. Let me set my chat up a little bit better here. There we go. Here is the prompt. I'm putting it in the chat now so you can keep that. So I put this in here and I said, I need you to create a prompt that will allow you to write like me. And it's going to ask you questions. Now, I already have this set to my who I am. I've already put this in the customization. And so it's going to ask me questions. When you write or speak, what do you absolutely avoid at all costs? And I said, super salesy text. I don't like it. I want to sound like me and not be pushy. I don't like using the words like greetings, friends, or words that sound overly formal. Perfect. So it's going to give me a response and it's going to tell me this is, this is what I'm gathering from what you just told me. Now, if they get it wrong, feel free to correct them. Then it will give me the next question. And each question by asking them one at a time is building that who am I to Chat GPT or to the AI that I'm using. So they want to know that's so Brie, right? What it was something that I always say. And I said I always try to include humor, which I spelled wrong, analogies that are based on parenthood and sports. Those are the things that I use a lot. And then it says that's great stuff. So it's giving me more information and it goes through and it asks me more and more things over, it'll ask you a bunch of different questions. And so finally, if I go down to the end here, it's going to give me my writing prompt. And you tell me if this sounds like me. Writing in the voice of Brie Campano, aka the Clever Biatch, she's a mix of hype squad and tough love coach, clever, snarky in the best way, and allergic to fluff or overly formal nonsense. Her tone is playful, encouraging, and honest, with humor and analogies that often pull from parenthood and sports. She speaks directly to smart, curious people, creators, podcasters, and folks looking to earn a passive income who are done with the BS and want clear, actionable steps without being overwhelmed. And then this is a little bit more on me. These are the do not use things. This is the do keep it real human, a little sassy, because that's me. Do you guys think that was pretty on the money with who I am? If you know me at all, I hope that you will agree that that's pretty much sums me up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to then use this prompt when I am putting this into the AI Genius Club, right? So I can look in here when it asks me about tone. I want to ask it, what tone would I use for writing posts, right? So it's going to give me bold and encouraging, playful but direct, clear and actionable, relatable and human, invitational, not pushy, right? And these are the tones I would avoid, and it's going to give me a whole bunch more stuff. So when I go into, and I'm going to try to get into my AI marketing here, when I go into this, I'm going to I'm going to go to the writing tools. I'm going to go to, let's use something like the Wow tab, right? It's going to ask me, what is my idea? So the first thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to grab this part of my writing style. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go into the Wow tab and I'm going to put it here at the top. And then I'm going to say, write me a post on promoting the 120 language translations for the Great Discovery, right? English is my language. What am I going to do? And then I'm going to hit generate results. Now I should be getting something that will now sound like me when I'm using this, right? There's different ways to put this in and different places in the AI Genius Club. And we're going to get into that more at another time, or we can talk to James and Ed about that. But really, you can put that prompt in anywhere where it's asking you for text so that it is giving you your personality in the response. right? So it's going to take a few minutes to go ahead and generate that. But these are the places and all of these different things we can put in from the call to action. What is the name? All of these things. It'll ask us what is the tone of our message. Here we go. Now it's going to be these different things, and I want to know, like, how do I know where I'm looking for? Is it a connection on LinkedIn? It's going to be a little more formal. If I'm going to do a friend on Facebook, it's going to definitely be a little more relaxed, right? We want to look at why and how we're putting things in here. Okay, I'm going to go back and see if I have something ready. All right, squad, gather round for a hot sec because I'm about to hit you with some news juicier than a toddler's tantrum over the wrong color sippy cup. That's not what I would typically see, but I'm getting it because it's using what I gave it. You see how it's pulling from what I told it to do? It says, here's the deal. You're brilliant. You're tired. You want your messages, your content, your baby, literal or metaphorical, to reach more humans in more corners of this wild world. But nobody's got time to learn Mandarin, Swahili, and Norwegian just to scale. That's where we cut this and we get it done. Now, don't go running off thinking, oh, cute, I'll just click a button and become internet famous. No, this is better because I'm not in the business of fluff or fake promises. I'm in the business of kickstarting your growth, smacking down your excuses, and giving you a megaphone that doesn't fizzle out on a global stage. Now, this isn't how I would expect all of you to be writing. This is not what I would tell you that, but this is from me. This feels comfortable. People would expect this kind of response from me, but your prompt is going to should feel perfect to who you are, right? So when you're pasting that in, the Wow Tap is perfect for this because it allows you to put that in there and it will let you use that and really give you some dynamite results, right? And then you can add to it and tell it to do more or change things up. Remember, we're always going to be tweaking what we're getting from AI just a little bit. All right, now I'm going to head back over, now that I've shown you how that is, I'm going to head back over into the presentation and talk a little bit about what we want to see in when we are doing these, right? What do we want to put in our posts? How do we create those scroll stopping posts? So now that we've got that figured out, we're going to go into the anatomy of a post that actually gets responses. And here's the thing. You have to be really clear about what you're saying to people. So you want a stop the scroll with a bold, weird, strange, crazy something first line. You really want to do this. Now, if you're getting things from AI, read what you got from AI and come up with your own maybe to put on the top of it. Then the body will say one clear thing, one thing. Let's not word vomit onto a page. We know that the Great Discovery is the best place on the earth and that it has so many features and functions and things, and it can change the way we do things around the world. We know all of the things, but nobody else knows all that stuff yet. And we don't want to just give it all to them in one fell swoop because they're going to be like, wow, I can't remember all this. This is crazy. It's too much. Give them one thing, one clear story, one clear message in each post. And then close with a juicy question, not a yes or no question that begs for a comment and not just a like. So what's in a hook? This is the first one or two lines. This is right at the top of the page. This is going to be the wait, what? What did I just read? I have to stop it. I have to read this. You want to be weirdly specific. You are not going to believe what happened to me today at the store. You're waiting to hear what I'm going to say next, aren't you? Yeah, because you want to hear what happened to me at the store. I just caught your attention. That's what I'm talking about. Lines like that. That's the things that you're looking for, the stop the scroll moments. I know that it sounds like it's going to be hard to do, but really it could be anything that you think of. This happened to me again today, and I got to make it stop. Anything. They want to know what's that story? What is that thing? It needs to be relatable. You ever had that just screw it moment? I can't take this anymore. I hit that today. These are the things that really will break the pattern of what they're used to seeing. Hey, friends, I want you to come look at this because it's really cool and I really like it and I think you'll like it too. Is boring, boring, boring. You want to have something that grabs their attention. And the more you do these things, the more you're going to get used to it. It's going to feel a lot easier to do. That's the first line. That's the first 3 seconds or 5 seconds of a video. That's the thing that stops them and puts them, they want to hear more about it. And then say one clear thing, because that's where people, they do mess up on this. They want to say way too many things. They try to cram all these ideas. Oh, but there's so many things I want to tell them. Tell them one thing. Keep it focused. And then give them a little micro story. You just stop the scroll because you're going to tell them something and they want to know what that is. Then give them a nice, tidy little story, right? It can be a little longer. It doesn't have to be a whole page. We'll talk about that later. But we want to give them something in that post, a little juicy story, something that interests them that they can relate to. Figure out how it relates. If something, I was on my way to the store, or you're not going to believe what happened on the way to the store, right? That's my starting point. I was walking in the store and I ran into this lady and I could hear her speaking in a different language. And I asked her, "What language are you speaking?" And she told me it was in some language I'd never heard of before. And I said to her, "Did you know that I actually teach people how to podcast and I have that translated into that language? And then you could share that with people." And she would be floored and amazed by that, right? Or something. Little story like that. Anything that you can come up with, or a truth bomb or a rant about something. So whatever it is, and then use some line breaks in between. Please do not put everything, and I'll tell you about this again later. Do not clump everything into one paragraph and just make it one big block of text. Please break it up, put some line breaks in there. Even if it looks like it has line breaks when you're copying it from AI and you're pasting it in, it may not keep those line breaks, and make sure you're hitting that little spacer button in there. And then end it with a juicy question. We want engagement. Engagement is key to all of this. So you have to ask for it. People want to know what they should respond. If you don't ask a question, they might like your post, but they're not going to engage with it. If you ask a yes or no answer, you're just going to get a yes or a no. Yep, me. That's it. You're not going to get that conversation. We also don't want to ask them to give us their life story or ask too personal of a question. We want to make it easy for them. They should feel like they're connected and they want to give their opinion on something or their experience on something. People love to talk about themselves. So we want to give them that opportunity. What have you struggled with? What have you done? Has this happened to you? Tell me about what this, your experience. Did this set you off like it did to me? How have you handled this in the past? What have you done for this? Which is a really great question if you want to ask them questions about their business or how well they're marketing. That's going to be a question, because then you're going to find out information of where they might be struggling or what are the things that they've tried and how we can do it better. So here's an example. I almost didn't post this because I thought it might make me look unprofessional. But then I remembered my best clients hire me because I am a little unpolished, because I'm human, because I tell the truth, because I don't pretend to have it all together. Last week, I posted something messy, just a raw take about burnout and showing up when your energy's trash. It didn't go viral, but I got the DMs. Let me tell you, they were gold. 2 of them turned into paid clients. Not because the post was perfect, because it was real. And so the moment we stop over polishing is the moment people start connecting. We want to be real. So this is getting them in. And we're going to close with a question. What's something you've been holding back from sharing because it didn't feel professional enough? Right? The hook leans in, it's a vulnerability. It shows that you're human. It shows that you make mistakes, and it shows that you still did it anyway. Messy is good. Do things messy. I love doing things messy. Tell them a real story. Tell them something that happened to you, and then close with a question that invites them to join you at the table, to be part of the conversation, to share their experience. And that's where you make your connections. That's how you drive those relationships. And that's how you can bring people in and show them what you're doing, right? So there's different types of posts that build trust and buzz. Story time. Everybody loves a story. A story sells every single time. It's why it's number 1 for me. lessons learned, things that you've done, the experience. These are, just think of how important a testimonial can be for you. When you have a testimonial and you put that front and center, that drives people to what you're doing. The same thing is with a story and an experience that you have. If I tell people, I was away from the business for 5 weeks and my business doubled and my income increased while I was completely away from my business because of the way this business is set up. My business grew when I was unable to care for it myself. That's powerful. That's a story. People want to hear those things. You can do opinions, insight bombs, value drops, quick wins, how-tos, a list of things, the top 3 things that you think are the things that need to be put out this week or sent out to people this week. Here's a top 3 business tips of the week. Besides joining the Great Discovery, here's a free course that you could take, which is about this, which makes more sense because it connects to this. Now, I send out a newsletter. I run 3 networking groups during the week, and I sent out my newsletter and I shared a course. I always share a free course in my newsletter. And the free course I chose this week, I chose one on how to take your photos and take them off your phone and put them in places and use those photos. And it's from Philip because he's great and he's a photographer. And why did I choose that for this week? Because it was Memorial Day, because people were with their families and they were taking a lot of photos. And it was appropriate because they just spent time with their family and now they're getting this free course, which will show them how to use those photos that they have so they don't just sit on their phone and they go nowhere with them, right? So I'm using the things, the tools, the things that are around me. What is happening right now? What time of year is it? There's a lot of weddings going on because it's springtime. Maybe there's people that that are into gardening, or they're planning out different things for their summer, or they're taking vacations. We have lots of courses in here that are great for that. This is the time to start sharing those. And soft sells offers woven into the story. How do you put that in there? Get that in there. So here's a type of post that I think would be really great. Wait, you mean I don't have to pay extra for translation? Nope, 120 languages built right in, no nickel and diming. Because if your content can help people, it should help all people. And I love this close and I love this question. If your course was available in 120 languages, where would you want to make impact first? Why do I love this question so much? Because you're not telling them they should translate their courses. You're already putting them in the situation where they can translate their courses. And they're thinking beyond that of where would they want their courses to be heard? Where would they want to be shared? So you're putting them in a whole new space. You're not saying, hey, buy this, you're going to get free translations. You're saying, dream with me and let's go create and see where your course could be heard in a different language. You're putting them in the situation already. That's what I love about doing some of these things. You can get them to dream and think and move forward and put themselves in it before they're even in the front door. They're already planning beyond that. So then, of course, they're going to come in and want to be a part of it. So how does that look if we're setting up a Facebook post? Let's talk about that. I like it really clear and concise. You see, I put the breaks in there. I wanted to make sure there was space. You'll see the spaces in there. Then I repeat that scroll stopping in case they're not really reading the text, but I also put that into my post, into my actual graphic that I'm using, and it has a face. Now, I know we're not crazy about putting our faces on everything. I know that I don't need to do it all the time, but put a face because it is called Facebook. And they do promote more posts go farther that have faces on them than those that do not. Here's the rule, the 3 swipe rule. If they have to scroll down that many times to read your post, you've written too much. Edit yourself, keep it shorter, right? You don't want to give them, plus you're not going to be able to write and do all of that stuff for every single post that you put out. Quality over word count. If it's juicy, they're going to read it, but keep all the fluff out of it. Every post ends with a convo starter, not a quiz, not a let me know what you think. Give them exactly what they ask them the question that you want them to answer. Let them know what it is that they want to add, like where you want them to go with this. Don't make them guess. You ever tried this? What is your go-to move? How have you handled this? What have you done in this situation? You know, which one are you? I like the X or Y thing. Sometimes that helps. This or that. You've maybe seen those on posts. This or that. You could do that with the translation too. This being what it would be like to be over in Japan, where Alex is right now, with your course translated into Japanese. Or maybe you want to be in the South Seas and having it translated into Brazilian, into Portuguese in Brazil, right? And what that's like. So you can give them, like, where would you want to be? Where do you want your course to be? Make it easy for them to reply within 5 seconds. The ugly first line technique, write like you're gossiping. That's why I keep saying, you know, you can even be, I'm not supposed to tell anyone this, but I got to share this, but I can't keep it to myself. You can use those kinds of things to draw people in. Another great one is, can you help? I need your opinion on this. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone loves to give their opinion. So ask them for it. Ask them for their opinion. I've got this new course on the platform. I really need your opinion on it. Or I just took this course and it blew my mind. I need someone else to take it so that I can see if it was just me, or is this incredible, right? Ask them questions. And then always give value before the pitch. Give them that story. Show them why they would want it. Let them relate to you. And then have a call to action. Do you want in? Message me if this is hitting with you, right? Give me something like you want to let them know how to reach out to you. This is what I do with clients. Come on through if you want in. Be a guide, not a salesman. Be a librarian. Be a resource person for people. Don't be the salesman. Be that person that they call when they need help with their business and that you have the right stuff. And then people will say, oh, yeah, I went to Raymond and he gave me this great course and it really helped my business. Go ask. I bet you he has something for you too. Go ask him, right? Let me ask him for you, whatever it is. You become that resource. One of the big things too in posting is watch your corporate speak. So if you, like, we say TGD, when I am talking to new people, I always say the Great Discovery. I don't abbreviate it. I don't abbreviate it because people don't know what TGD is. I want the Great Discovery to be the household name. I want people to know that name. I don't need them to know TGD. I want them to know the Great Discovery. They can go to the URL and look up the Great Discovery. They're not going to go to TGD. They're going to go to the Great Discovery. So be careful when you're saying things and when you're putting things into using abbreviations that people don't understand. Because if they're confused, they're not going to, they're done. They're already moving on to the next post. So you always want to make sure that you're using language that is understandable and not specific to the business, right? Don't ask questions that sound like surveys. Don't say, oh, do you like this, and this, right? We want to give it a story and make them more involved in it. And don't do empty calories. I don't just throw something up there just to post it. Put intent behind it. So that moves me into that call to action overload. A lot of times we'll want to sign up for my newsletter and go take my course and go do this and go do that. And when you give them too many things to do, they will not do any of them. It's too much. It's overload. Give them one call to action. One call to action. What do you want them to do with this? What is their next step? Give them the next step because that step leads them to the next step. But we do one at a time. We're not going to give them a whole bunch of things. So make sure you're doing it that way. All right. So I know I'm moving really fast because I was trying to be done by 7:30, but I'm not going to do that. All right. Use your face. Yes, your face. If you can. Now, with the AI Genius Club, you can build your own avatar in there. You can upload like 8 to 20 images of yourself, and you can create gazillions of images and graphics to use in your posts with your face on them. So you don't have to do hair and makeup. I'm talking to you, Raymond. You don't have to do hair and makeup. You gotta have everything, No, use that tool in the AI Genius Club so that you can create image after image. So you can have your face in it. It is Facebook. Like I said earlier, it is Facebook. It is based on faces. The algorithm will push your post farther and have a bigger reach if it has a face in it. It is very important. Use bold, clear text. Simple, clear, and concise. Don't overwhelm it with text. Use a high contrast background, make it pop. We want to see it. And these are things that you can ask the AI to create for you. And keep it branded but not boring. If you're always posting in a certain brand that's true to you and keeps your brand going, then you should be using that in all the things that you are doing so it's consistent and we know it's you. Now, how often should you be posting? As often as you possibly can. You don't need to go viral. You just need to connect. So connecting with people, if you can post 5 times a week, then post 5 times a week and do it every week. If you can post 3 times a day, 7 days a week, more power to you. That's fantastic. I love that. But that's a big ask for some people. That's a lot to be doing. So I say pick your schedule, start where you are and start posting when you can. And that will bring you to posting a little bit more as that gets comfortable and these tools start working, making it easier for you to use. You know, I love that we have so many tools, but I want you to be using the tools and posting them and getting them out there and putting things out and connecting with people. The tools are what we use to create what the products we need to use, but we have to get out there and start using them and posting them. And then you have your friends going, "How are you doing all these amazing posts?" Oh, that's the AI Genius Club. Would you like to join? Let me tell you about it, right? They'll see you using these things, test things out, try new ones, do more videos. Just have fun with it. If you're having fun, they're going to be having fun. Don't post though to just check a box to say, "Oh yeah, I posted my 3 posts. I'm done. They were okay." Put some effort into it. You have all the tools to make them spectacular. And if it doesn't sound like you, don't post it. Go back to that prompt, put that in, make sure that it sounds like you. If the prompt that they give you isn't giving you what you want, then go back in and say, "This isn't giving me what I want. Let's try to redefine this or make it better." So that's what I have to share on that. I do want to go through questions. I know I went really, really fast. It's a lot. I am going to give you this PDF so that you don't have to worry that you wrote everything down because I know I go fast and it's the Alex portion of it's actually the New York thing that I love to do. So let me put that in the chat. Well, you guys, if you have questions, raise your hand or just speak out and let me know. I'm going to go in here. And if we don't have any questions, I know it went fast, but I hope that it helps. Beverly, go ahead.
Yeah, I always got a question. Um, do you prefer just doing posts or do you prefer videos and which would get more than another?
I think
I mean,
videos are really, really great. I love doing videos. And I think that it's good to do a mix of things. Facebook is very much about posting. You can do stories, you can do videos in there. It's really your comfort level. So if you want to build a video on the AI Genius, you can do some really cool ones that can carry that message that from that post that you created. And I like a mix. I like a bunch of different things. For me personally, I like to go live just because I'm so used to doing it, but that's kind of a bigger ask of people. But I think even going live, even if it's maybe once a week, to just show your face and be like, "Hey, everybody, just popping in. I've had an incredible week. I hope you've had an incredible week yourself," and talk a little bit, or just film some stuff on your phone. It's really up to you. It's what you feel most comfortable with doing. I just want
okay,
to
no,
give you
I have no
posting.
problem with videos, but I do like the face. I mean, I did that for years. I was on there almost every single day when I was on the road traveling. So, I think I'm going to start picking that pace up again, and because it seems that I'm getting more people starting to respond different on Facebook than was before. So I think getting my face back out there again, people are going to start to recognize, oh yeah, I remember her. So yeah. So, okay. And now they made it easy to get back onto the live. So that was a good thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and I would go in and you can do this for courses too. You can go in and copy the course. Like if you want to promote a free course every day, just copy it. Copy what you get from on the website page, right? So you're going to put like I did the From Chaos to Keepsake, and I copied everything there, and I copied the what you'll learn, and I popped that into the AI, and I said, using this, give me 30 day or 3 different posts that highlight this free course. Now I can use that and I can take that and I can share that out on social media. I could do that. That's a whole day's worth. That's 3 posts that I did in about, 30 seconds with AI. And then I can just put them in to Facebook and have them post 3 different times during the day and get them out there. I think that we should always be posting free content and getting it out in some way, shape, or form in whatever we're doing all the time. This is what we have.
I did that after you shared that this morning, and it was amazing how fast it just spit it out.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
all you have to do is just copy it, put it in there, write me 3 posts and make sure it has your signature voice on it, and it'll give you the 3 posts to put out, and then you're done for the day. And then you can just keep picking courses. We should be sharing courses all the time. All
Got
right.
it. Okay.
Great
I
question.
appreciate
Thanks,
that.
Beverly.
Thanks.
Yeah. Any other questions? Otherwise, I'm going to toss it over to Tim, who's got some announcements tonight. Can I show you where to post this on Facebook? Joyce asked. Sure. Sure. You're going to be posting this just on your regular account. If you have a group, you can certainly do it on a group page as well, as long as you're the owner of the group. I do want to caution you, if you're part of different groups, there may be some restrictions on what you're allowed to post in each group. And so make sure you know the rules of that group. They should be in the admin portions of things when you're looking in a group. You don't want to break any of the rules or they'll boot you out. So I would just go to my homepage and I would put a post right in there, just at the top where it says, what's on my mind? What am I going to put in there? Right. So I can put in, let me see if I can grab this one here. So here's what I want to copy, and I should have the image done. Let me share what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm going to share my page. All right, so I'm going to put this text in here. This is my text from what I did earlier, and then I will grab, let me see if it'll let me, where is, I think it's in, I got to remember where I put that photo. Did I put it in here? No, I didn't. Courses. Yes, right here. So I'll put this in here. There's that post that I did today, and then I'm going to hit post. Right. And so now it's going to take a second and it'll post it for me. There it is. And there it's already done. Just simple stuff. That's all there is to it. Hit the stop share. There we go. I don't have a professional account. I do in Canva, but I don't have a pro account on anything that I'm using. And when I put it in ChatGPT, I just use the free stuff just so I can get that prompt and stuff from it. And it allows me to put things in there. So that's how I build it out. And then I can use that in our AI Genius Club and in the apps and all the different things and the writing tools and stuff. I can plug that in there and so that it does give me the voice. It should be simple. It should be fun. That's the other thing that I always like to talk about is this community and this business and the things that we're doing. It is fun. I love hanging out with you guys. I love all our meetings together. I love being able to lead, trainings. I love what I'm doing. And I want that to come across in what I'm posting. I want to share that excitement and that joy that being in this community brings me in the posts that I'm putting out there. That's why I wanted to have my voice, because I'm excited about it. I want to share that if they see you not only sharing this amazing product, but having fun doing it, who doesn't want to be a part of that? bring some of that joy and that and your experience with this community into what you're posting about. Share that with people, because it really truly is just my favorite place in the world. And so if you share that, that's contagious. People feel that they want to be a part of that. So bring joy to what you're doing, and bring a little of the TGD. I'll be able to say it here because we are in this group, but the TGD, glitz and glamour of all the fun that we have here, the fun parts of life that make this the best place in the world. All right. If there's no more questions, I will send it to Tim. Thank you guys for your time today.
Thank you so much, Bree. That was absolutely epic. And if you missed any part of this session, this, like all of our trainings, are going to be up on the video archive tab on your events button on the top of your website. Usually takes about 24 hours to get things rendered. We pull it off of YouTube Live, and that will be up there. As I was thinking about that, each one of us have different talents and skills. My talent hasn't been in really conducive Facebook or social media posting. I'm sorry, that's just not my talent, but it's a skill I can learn. And by dialing in and listening to what Bree's got, all of us can get skills. Even if we're not talented at it, we can be proficient enough to be better, to improve, to basically get things up and going. I just have a couple things I wanted to share. How many of you guys were on last night's update, the creator update call? Well, if you weren't, the replay is going to be going out. Guys, you have to watch it. You need to check into it, okay? And I'm going to give you a quick recap of some of what was things, just in a flash of what we did. We're making some changes and enhancements, massive enhancements to the creator plan. And tomorrow night, on Thursday night, I'm going to show you some massive enhancements to the AI plan. So tomorrow night at 8 p.m., we're going to be doing an affiliate update session. So make sure that doesn't matter if you think you like the affiliate plan, you don't tune in tomorrow night. Get everyone that you can. What I did last night is I just got on my text message and I just went out to people that aren't in our network, and I sent probably 30 private texts. I didn't use an SMS type of thing. I got quite a few brand new people, about 16 or 17 new people that came into that session last night. My phone's been buzzing all day because they're on. They want to do this, right? And you can do the same thing. There is some big stuff coming. First, write down on your calendar for June 7th, Saturday, June 7th. We're doing the Great Discoveries global launch of our new systems. Everything is rolling out, everything that you've heard about. The new AI suite, we're going to show you a little bit about that. We're going to be rolling out the new website, the new embedded Zoom, where you can speak two-way with people in any language. 120 languages on demand. New marketing funnels are coming up. So much new stuff. We've got special guest speakers. This is going to be a global simulcast on Saturday, June 7th. So there's going to be registration pages coming out probably tomorrow. Spread those around. You're going to send your own registration pages. People are going to be coded that you invite are going to be coded to you. Send it out worldwide. Use some of Bree's tactics to get it up on social media and get that going. Let me do a quick recap. I know we've got just a couple of minutes here, but I want to show you a little bit about, what some of the things that we talked about in the new creator and marketing suite. I'm not going to reveal everything here tonight, but just so you get the idea what we just changed. Now, a lot of the things that what's in this new pack now is, get this. One, you're going to get unlimited content hosting. Okay, no longer is it 100. We've renegotiated with our cloud service provider. We've got unlimited content hosting in this pack. Two, every single thing that you put up as a creator, whether it's a podcast or a replay or a live coaching session or a recorded coaching session or an offer or anything that's on the site, any material whatsoever, is translatable on demand in 120 languages at zero cost to you. It doesn't cost 1 cent to translate it, nothing. You are truly global. Third, you're going to be able to get a channel with live Zoom voice translation, okay? So that when you're able to speak, you're able to do live coaching. You're going to get the complete AI Genius Club with all the AI tools and the complete creator and author lab. Now, here's the point with this. We're not going to leave you hanging. You're going to get an essential course creation training and ongoing coaching, essential creator strategy training and ongoing coaching, essential creator marketing training. So creation, strategy, and marketing all put together in a simple package and your affiliate enrollment. But here's the big deal. Get all of this for just $249 to $499 on the setup. And it's $99 a month. Now that's not separate. That's everything. You're getting the live Zoom room with the channel with everything that you can put into that. And we've got more. Make sure you watch that replay. You're going to get every AI Genius Club tool that we have, all of the creator and author tools, all of it at $99 a month. And this is optional. If somebody just wants to sign up and put their content up and have it marketed and promoted for them in 120 languages around the world, that's an optional subscription, right? But here's the key with it. You get it free with just 3 paid suite referrals. So you refer 3 others, that's there. Now, reminder, we're going to go into more of this tomorrow night to check this out. But this is powerful. There is absolutely nothing like it anywhere in e-learning. It blows everyone away. We're not going to get all the features tonight. It's mind-blowing what this does, and it completely changes the game. There's nobody on the planet besides the Great Discovery that has all course content available on demand in 120 languages at no cost. Live Zoom streaming, that's all in there. You can get it entirely free with just 3 referrals, or it's $99 a month. Kind of a no-brainer. There's just nothing even like it. You're going to see more on this, specifically on the June 7th event. Also, we have a special offer that we're going to be releasing tomorrow for all of you that are on the Pro Pack or the Transformation Pack as a creator or the Affiliate Success Pack. We've got a special offer that's going to be coming out tomorrow for you that you need to check out. Now, coming up here right now at the top of the hour, we've got our new course spotlight. And on the new course spotlight, what we're doing is if you've got a new course or material and you want to get it up, the key is not only for you going to get a chance to get out and expose that course, but more importantly, the affiliates and people that are going to be promoting your course have the opportunity to be sold on it, to learn about it, to buy into its value. If you're inspired about something, if you've experienced it, you're going to be more than likely, it's going to be the top of your head for sharing that. So if you're sharing courses and content using some of the techniques that Bree's talking about, you're going to be talking about stuff that you think about. We've got a lot of content on the Great Discovery. New Course Spotlight is a great opportunity for you to get up and get your courses out and seen. Make people aware that they're there. If you've got a course, share a free course, share a paid course. You can share them both. You can share a sequence of courses. But you want people to get familiar. Hey, I'm here. I've got some great content. Make sure you see it. All of those new course spotlights are also archived. And guess what? Yes, they're also available. Every replay on the site is available in 120 languages now. We are truly a global platform. All of this is going to be revealed one day on June 7th, Saturday, June 7th. And it's going to be a full global event. More information on that coming up. But tonight's new course spotlight is going to be two of our stars. I just love these ladies, Deronda Aiken and Suzanne Luke. I got to spend some time with both of them out in Franklin. Just fantastic when it comes to personality and poise and delivery and skill. They're not only talented, but they're skilled at what they're doing. They know their stuff. And tonight's session, they're going to be talking about an epic legacy workshop, AI crafted family chronicles, how to use AI to record and preserve your family's most powerful stories for future generations. In my office right across from me, I've got, my grandfather and grandmother's wedding picture. I've got my uncle up there on the shelf. Most of us have different pictures of family. But when I leave, I want to be able to pass those stories, that information down to my kids, my daughter, to my nieces, my nephews, right? It's important. And so the information that they're going to be sharing up here at the top of the hour is going to be a great session. You're going to want to promote this. The key with promoting courses is what you post out, what you share. If somebody accepts a free course, they're coded to you, and everyone that ever comes in through their community, extended community around the world, is also to you. So give these things out, and you can find out about it on this next session. So Dr. Kathy Lawson is going to be hosting us on this in just about 7 minutes, and she's going to be introducing Suzanne and Duranda to come back up and talk about some of these things. In the meantime, we've got a couple of minutes. If anyone has any particular questions or anything, you've got Sandra and I and James Moneypenny and Bree on the line. If anybody has any questions on any of the things that are rolling out, happy to take them. And I know, James, you got your hand up there. So what do you got, my friend?
Tim, I just want to make sure I heard you correctly, right? On this new package for $99 a month, you get the AI Genius Club that's $59 a month.
Yep.
You get the Creator Lab and Author Lab, which is $99 a month.
Yep.
You get the channel that's like $49 a month, like $209 a month total. And you're telling me that they can have that for $99 a month? Really?
That's right. And what's more,
wow.
Here's a secret. Those of you that already signed, I can't hold on to it. I can't. I'm stuck. Anybody that signed up with a transformation pack or pro pack as a creator or an affiliate success pack, you can upgrade your option to all of these tools. So you've got here, but here's the key. You got to do it before June 7th. So this is an offer that's going out for people. If you want to upgrade your AI Genius Club to get all the Creator Suite, all the other things, get the channel and all for an additional $40, 3 and you're free on that as well. It's available. You can do it. And that's going to be coming up and going live probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow it will be up, but you got till June 7th. This is a one-time show. We want to make it fair for people that are coming in. And one of the things I'd suggest that you do if you're reaching out to people, reach out to people that they're not aware that we're in 120 languages. They're not aware of this ridiculous offer that is not even parallel, coming close anywhere on the internet. They're not aware of it. Reach out to them. Just let them know. I'll send you a replay of it, and we're going to be getting into it. But more importantly, get them on that June 7th event, but let them know that they can get all of these tools for an additional $40 a month, and it's 3 and you're free on that too. Okay, so if that's some pretty exciting stuff. Does anybody else have any other questions?
No, just one more question. So you're saying if they've got a success pack or one of the other higher end affiliate packs, now they can also be a creator if they just upgrade to the
That's
$99
right.
a month?
You got it.
Wow.
You got it. We're gonna.
I want to sign up again.
I got to say some stuff for tomorrow. I can't put it all out there, but I mean, it's yeah, it's pretty sweet. Pretty neat stuff.
Wow.
Any other questions or comments or bad jokes? Because we haven't heard a bad joke from Christy Tormavine all week. And so I'm sure she's got one that's saved up just for you. And it's probably coming any second. Christy, you got
I don't have bad jokes. I can't even tell jokes.
That's a great joke. That was really you do. You totally have one. Any other questions or anyone has anything? Okay, well, very good, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to hand it over to our most amazing Dr. Kathy Lawson. And she's going to be hosting the course spotlight tonight, along with Suzanne and Duranda. And Dr. Kathy, I'm going to